Good morning, welcome back to Adventures with Rosie, and welcome to a beautiful sunny day here in Rotorua. We came over last night. It's about an hour from Taupo, and we came over because we've had a few things on our bucket list here to do. For those of you that are not from New Zealand, Rotorua is a big tourist town here in New Zealand, and full of attractions, you know, zorbing, luging, all sorts of experiences here, but not really catered at New Zealanders, right? At the locals. It's more catered at our overseas tourists. And at the moment, because of COVID and our borders being closed, we don't have any of those tourists. So there's a bunch of different attractions and, you know, experiences here in Rotorua that are heavily discounted. One we've had our eye on for a while is Waimangu Valley, and that is a geothermal area that kind of goes down towards Lake Tarawera, or there's another lake there, I can't remember the name of it, and it's kind of like a walk, a couple of hour walk. I think it's about 4 kilometers, and there's kind of all sorts of geothermal activity there, craters, you know, active geysers, that sort of thing. At the moment, because of COVID, it's half price, so usually it's like $80 an adult. It does have a boat cruise at the end, but you know, at $80 an adult, it's quite expensive. So at the moment it's $40, and they're having like limited numbers of groups going through because of the COVID restrictions. So perfect time for us to head over there and check it out. So we're going to strap these kids to our fronts, I think, because we're not sure about the pushchair situation, and do a bit of exploring. You excited?
And the traitors and the boat traitors and the bus traitor?
Yeah. How magic is this place? It's quite amazing that you're literally walking along, and they say the water just there is 50 degrees, and there's just like a foot-high fence stopping you from climbing in the water and having a dip. But pretty incredible place. It's like being on another planet. So this whole walk is actually downhill, which is really nice, especially for Harvey. We're about 3 kilometers of the way down. It's about 4 kilometers all up apparently, and we've got about 25 minutes to get to the boat. So it all goes downhill, and then you've got a boat cruise on the lake, and then you can catch a bus back up. So Harvey's doing pretty well. 3k's in, 1 more to go. Alright, 10 minutes to go. Harvey's fading a little bit. You've actually got a specific time you have to be at the boat. So for us, we started the walk at 11 and we have to be at the boat at 1:10. So 2 hours to do 4 kilometers. So looks like we're on track, hopefully. And then it's a nice sort of 45-minute boat cruise around the lake and go and see the old crater and everything. Well, we made it to the boat with 10 minutes to spare. So it did say you can kind of take your time, leisurely walk, but we beelined it for 2 hours and only just made it. So I guess maybe if you don't have kids and you're quicker walkers than us, you could stop and have a picnic along the way. So we're going to jump on the boat now. This is Lake Rotomahana, and this is where the Pink and White Terraces used to be. Back in the 1800s, this erupted and buried or destroyed the Pink and White Terraces, but they were considered the 8th wonder of the world at one stage, and now no one knows, as they've found some fragments down the bottom apparently. So we're going to jump on the boat, leisurely 45-minute cruise around the lake, feed these girls, and then catch the bus back, I think, because my legs are sore. How'd you find the walk, Chels? Worth it?
Yeah, definitely worth it. It was quite neat to finally get there. It's one of those places that's fairly close to where we live, but we've never actually been. So when we found out there was a special on the tickets, it was only $40 to go in and included the boat ride, which was really good. We jumped at the chance, and yeah, I'm glad we went. It was a neat walk, seeing all the geysers and thermal activity, and getting to go on that boat ride was really cool. Harvey loved it, and he loved the bus ride back as well.
I think that was the highlight for Harvey, the bus. He kept saying, "Oh, I've never been on a bus before." Kind of funny seeing we just saw like stunning blue, like volcano craters and bubbling mud and everything, and he's stoked about the bus ride on the way home.
And opening his lunchbox on the boat.
Oh yeah, and eating lunch on the boat. We left some crumbs on that boat, that's for sure. He did well though. 4 kilometers for a 3-year-old's a bit of a hike, eh? I think we were lucky it was all downhill, only a few uphill bits, but yeah, doable. Maybe not so keen to do it again with the kids strapped to our backs.
They're getting heavy.
Yeah, getting pretty heavy, and we're pretty stiff and sore now, but yeah, good walk and all in all. Harvey, did you like the walk today?
Yep.
What did you like about it?
I liked the boat and eating nuts on the boat and eating and look at watching all the them on the bus.
The bus. What did you see on the walk?
Lions.
Lions.
I saw them on the walk.
Steam, you did.
And there was a volcano erupted there and floated under the water.
Yeah.
That's the end.
Okay. So home for the next few nights is the NZMCA park here in Rotorua. This one is Ngātaha, so it's just around the lake. We've stayed here a bunch before, you've probably seen us stay here. You guys know how much I love an NZMCA park. $3 a night. I'm always banging on about them. But I think they will become quite a bit of a staple for us when we're on the road, because they're a good balance of like, you know, cheap place to stay, but that's also safe, that you feel, you know, leaving the caravan here during the day feels secure, right? And some of the freedom camping spots in New Zealand I wouldn't leave a caravan in. I don't know, maybe I'm just being picky, but you know, I wouldn't leave it there all day, especially when we got work computers and camera gear and all sorts of stuff in them. So really like the NZMCA parks. This one here is kind of like, up the top is kind of flat, broken, sort of concrete and gravel. From what I can tell, I think this used to be like a cattle yards or a cattle sales yards, and there's kind of post holes every sort of couple of feet. Obviously all the fencing and everything, that's all been pulled up, but they're actually putting a lot of time and effort into improving this. So behind me, this is the bottom level. There's kind of they've leveled it all out. They've put like a gravel ring road in, and planting grass here, which we're currently standing on now. Planting grass here, I mean in the summer this will just be awesome down here. It used to be quite uneven down the front here, but quite nice. And then there's a middle terrace on the grass as well. And if you get one of the sites on the right hand side up the top, they actually all back onto the grass as well, which is quite cool. So really good spot. I really like this NZMCA park. $3 a night, you can't beat it, right? Oi! Well, I think we'll leave the video there. We do have the second half of the adventure coming up tomorrow, but I just wanted to make a couple of normal length videos rather than one big long mammoth one that puts you to sleep. So stay tuned in a few days for the next installment. Tomorrow we're going to go to Paradise Valley, which is like a nature park here in New Zealand. It's got a bunch of native birds and fish and animals. Got a big pride of lions there, so stay tuned for that. We'll go check that out tomorrow. Harvey's been harping on for weeks about that, so I'm gonna spend the day there tomorrow. And I've also got to talk to you about the fruit bowl. I'm having some problems with the fruit bowl in Rosie, so stay tuned tomorrow. That's a cliffhanger. Find out all about the fruit bowl in the video in a few days time. See you then.